Hello everyone, welcome back to Analytical Guy. In this video, we will talk about how you can land your first data analyst job. We will talk about the correct approach because it's really daunting. It's really hard to get your first job. Many recruiters, they look for the experience, and the beginners, of course, they can't have the experience. So what you can do? The correct approach. So we will talk about the right approach, the skill set required, and the way you should go ahead so that you can come in the limelight of the recruiters. So we will talk about so many things in this very quick video that can be really helpful for you. So let's get started. So first thing first, what are the key analytical tools that the recruiters are looking for? First is SQL, then we have Excel and Python. So if you are thinking that, hey, do I need to learn all three of them? No. I mean, you can, if you don't have knowledge of any of them, I would suggest start with Excel. So because Excel is the bread and butter, because even if you're working on Python, you might need Excel. I mean, Excel is basic. So you are working on spreadsheets either on the cloud or on offline. So it's really important to work on Excel. So you should know the pivot, data modeling, formulas, and just creating the basic financial reports and models. So for this, I have a new video, so you can just go on and check with that as well. And if we talk about SQL, it's a nice query language where you can just slice and dice the data coming from the databases, but it is not mandatory, of course. It depends on the profile that you're applying for. If you have a basic knowledge of CRUD and basic SQL, then I would suggest just go deep dive and learn more about SQL so that you can boast about it because it's a very good language to know. And of course, Python is the king of languages right now, but it's not mandatory, of course. But if you know, that is really good to have if you are looking for data analyst profiles. Right, so there is no shortcut or there is nothing as such that you should know this and that, but it is always good to know SQL and Python. But if you're a beginner and I believe you have no idea about any language, then just start with Excel and then we will talk about other things that you need. And then just go for online courses. You should able to see so many online courses right now, but just go with whatever suits your interest. Just don't go for the expensive ones because those are not really helpful in that regards in terms of ROI. But I would suggest maybe look for Coursera or Udemy. And if you're looking for some free options, then there are so many courses on YouTube as well. So you can just check those courses. If you need suggestions, just comment below. I'll help you with the suggestions. And this is really important if you're a beginner. Then many companies, they look for Power BI developers or Tableaus. So if you know visualization on Power BI, that is from Microsoft, or you know Tableau, then it is really wonderful. So if you know, for example, Excel, Power BI, that is wonderful. And when I say Excel, you should know Power Query as well. So these are really good combinations. For example, Excel, Power Query, and Power BI, or SQL plus Tableau. These are really good combinations. Many companies look for these kind of combinations. So just select what you are interested in. For example, you're really good in Power BI. Just then look for Power BI, Power Query, and Excel. That's amazing, deadly combination. But if you are in Tableau, maybe think of end-to-end Tableau and SQL. That's another amazing combination. So just decide for yourself, or maybe you can just tell me what is your current skill in the comments below. I can tell you what are the things you should know and you can grow with that. So once you have understood your skill set and once you're done with this, then we will talk about creating your stellar portfolio. So first is personal projects. I have always talked about if you're a beginner, you need to have projects. So without projects, the recruiter won't be able to understand your current level and your eagerness to learn things. So if we have projects, you can showcase on GitHub, you can showcase on LinkedIn, and it will give you confidence that you know how to do that. And if you need to have guided projects, there are so many paid courses as well, but I would say let's just go for free because you are a student, of course, if you're applying for the first job. So don't spend so much of money in those things. Just you have internet, right? So it's education is for free. So just go on YouTube or other courses areas and just study and apply your own projects. Second is GitHub. So once you have prepared your projects, just upload it on GitHub. It's really easy way to explain it to the recruiters. Once you have done these two things, I would suggest go for data blog. So whatever you're doing, you can just do a blogging. It is not for money. It is about showcasing what you know, and your future self can refer that as well. For example, I know a particular concept, so today I will write it down as a document on that blog, and after a month or so, once I feel that I don't remember everything, I can just refer to the article or blog, and then I will remember everything. So it is really good in that way as well. And finally, interactive dashboards. It is really important as a data analyst or as a business analyst as well. You should know how to do dashboarding. For example, you are working on SQL and you feel that you're not good in dashboarding, then you might reconsider looking for data analyst jobs, because Power BI reports or any kind of report is kind of essential as of now. So you might be working on those kind of things on a day-to-day basis. So just try to create interactive dashboards and upload it on GitHub and LinkedIn so that people can see what you're doing, and it can really be in the limelight. All right, so now that you have those kind of things, gain experience. Of course, that's what I'm saying. You're a beginner, you need to have a first job. If you're not getting your first job instantly, go for internships. Internships are a really good way to enter into corporate world. You can just go for short term, couple of months or 3 months, and you can understand how company works, how data is there, how you can apply your skills, and go for the end-to-end projects, real world projects. So this is really good way, even if it is unpaid. And then freelance. So if you have amazing skills but you're not getting jobs, just apply for freelancing, like maybe on Upwork, and you might get your clients from there. So of course it is not easy. So if you apply on Upwork, and you might not get work if you don't have experience on freelancing. But if you're really good in skills, you should consider this as a side gig, and then it can help you learn more things, what is currently desired by the recruiters, and then you can upskill your current skills so that you can become job ready. And finally, if you're not getting internships, so you can even apply for volunteer projects. So those are totally, free, like unpaid kind of volunteering, like, hey, I am really good in these skills, can I help you develop this kind of model? So they would be happy somewhat, because they don't have to pay you, and they know that you have skills, right? So this is a good way to help them make a difference while building your resume. So you can add whatever you're doing in volunteering to your resume so that you can get your first job over there, right? Also, so once you have created your projects, once you are doing your internship and so on and so forth, network. It is really important, especially in US, Australia, and in India as well. I mean, go for industry events. Online communities are there. Just go around and talk to people, learn from them, see what they are doing, and understand and get motivated. So sometimes, once you connect with someone and they might tell you that, hey, I'm working on this and this, and you might say, oh, I didn't know this happens. So you might understand that this is really important. You might work on that and you can get a job because of that. So it is really good to, talk to people, understand their perspective and learn from that. Also, it will help you communicate better. It will help you, learn more about the different cultures, as well as you will expand your network on LinkedIn, and maybe someone can be useful later on. So it is a really nice way to, stay connected and be helpful and good for each other. Also, I would say mentorship is really important, because just think about it, like who has 10 years of experience will be knowing so many things, what he or she has done in his or her tenure until now. So just take help from them. So it's not like you have to pay them or You can pay if that is there, but in general, it is really good to, learn from experience. You don't have to work really hard on what wrong they have already done. So just connect with them on LinkedIn and just say, hey, I really like your work and can you mentor me? So I would say with my experience, like 60% of people will say, yes, okay, I can connect. So it's good. I mean, just connect with 10, maybe a couple of them say, yes, let's do it. And then you will have your mentors. It is amazing, so you can gain valuable insights. So they have so many years of experience. They can tell you, guide you what to do, what not to do. And they can help you with some connections as well. So it is really nice to have mentors in your life. Craft your application. This section is also really important. So once you have your skills, you have to showcase, right? So there are three ways to showcase. Generally two ways. One is resume, second is LinkedIn, and then cover letter as well. Sometimes it is needed, but I would say resume is really important. LinkedIn profile is really important. Once you are done with your resume, that should be a one-page resume. I will again say that it should be one-page resume. No recruiter is having so much time to read your two-page resume for a beginner, right? So it should be a one-page resume with the only important stuff. And you should always quantify your achievements. Don't just write theory, quantify it so that recruiter can see your actionable items, right? Also, LinkedIn profile is really important. So now if you have a nice profile picture, you have a nice cover banner, you have a nice title on your name, then biography, experience. So for you, for example, there is no experience. You can mention your education, certifications. So it is kind of complete profile that a recruiter can view and see, hey, yeah, he is interested. At least he has eagerness to learn more things, right? So I would say build your amazing resume. You can take guidance from my video which I created on resume. Otherwise, just connect with me on LinkedIn. I can suggest you, I can guide you with the right template and all stuff. Then LinkedIn profile is really important. Optimize with the keywords and showcase your projects, what we discussed in the last slides, right? So once we are done with the application process, interview time. So once you're done with your projects, resume, then once you're done with the LinkedIn profile, connected, expanding the network, you will get the interview, right? So once you get the interview opportunity, prepare for it. Prepare your technical interview. Practice SQL queries if you're interviewing for SQL. Data analysis is really important as you're going for data analyst profiles, right? So just try to understand how data can come, how you can, spot the trends, then some visualization techniques in Power BI or Tableau, Power Query stuff, how data can be made useful, how it can generate insights. So just create a story, it's very important to understand the data storytelling part of it. So be ready to explain that, right? Second is behavioral tech questions. So for that, use star schema method. So I'll show you star method in the next slide. You should prepare your stories to demonstrate what you did in your projects or experience, right? Do some company research, understand the company's data challenges. Then you have to prepare the questions so that you can ask, and you should look intelligent in front of the interviewer, right? And just prepare, do mock interviews, use ChatGPT, use your friends, talk to them, just create a mock environment and just do interviews so that you are ready for your final interview. So these are really nice tips. Just go for technical preparation, then behavioral questions, company research, mock interviews, very important. So as I was saying, what is the STAR method of answering the questions? So first of all, you will explain the S, that is situation, explain the situation to the interviewer, then talk about the task, that is T for task, then describe the actions and explain the positive outcomes, that is results. So these are my STAR methods. So majorly your weightage should be focused more on actionable items, that is 60% somewhere around, 20% for the situation and 10 each for task as well as results. So I'll give you one example. So for example, there is a situation at Analytical Guy. We had a major client whose sales data was scattered across multiple sources, making it difficult to generate accurate reports. The client needed a comprehensive analysis with a tight deadline to make a important business decision. So this was my situation, right? So what was the task? My task was to consolidate the data coming from various sources, clean it, analyze it, and present actionable insights within a week. The data was complex. There was no existing unified process for this type of analysis. So this was the task for you, right? And what was the action taken? I assembled a team of 3 data analysts, and we first identified and prioritized the key data sources. We created a plan to extract, transform, and load. This is a full form of ETL you might have heard about. ETL is extract, transform, load. So we created a plan to extract, transform, and load the data into a centralized database. So this is the action I'm talking about. I led the development of custom scripts to automate data cleaning and integration processes. We used Power BI to visualize the data and conducted several brainstorming sessions to ensure the insights were aligned with the client's goals. So this is my action. And finally, what is my result? We delivered the comprehensive report on time, which provided the client with valuable insights that led to a 15% increase in sales. Over the next quarter, the client was highly satisfied and subsequently signed a new contract for additional services. So using STAR method, what I'm saying is I know the situation, I know the task, I know what to do. So I'm doing action, and finally using my actionable items, what was the thing I achieved? That is my result. So once you showcase STAR method, you are explaining the overall process to the recruiter. So this is amazing, well crafted answer, right? So just try to answer your questions using STAR method. So just do mock and try other scenarios, or you can use ChatGPT for that. It's really good. Just use AI tools to your benefit. And finally, one more thing I want to address: continuous growth. So if we talk about the technical skills like programming, just go for coding challenges and just learn it weekly. So it's not like you have to do it daily, but at least weekly, if not more. So just don't say, hey, I'm just learning SQL today, and then after a month say, I'll start again. That's not the right way. Just do at least once in a week, if not more. Analytics, just read industry blogs, just see what the questions are for the people coming from, and try to attend those events as well. So it can be daily reading the blogs and weekly or monthly attending the events. Visualization. There are so many companies now, they are coming with their visualization competitions online. So if you go on LinkedIn, and there are so many, I can suggest you on the comments below. So just try to create the visuals. It's for free, and it's good that you're competing with others, and you will get to know your if you're good or bad. So it's good to have a feedback so that you can improve upon. So this can be done monthly. And finally, soft skills. If you think you need to improve your communication, how you communicate with the people, I would suggest just join the Toastmasters. It's really nice public speaking event, so you can go there and everyone is like you, so you don't have to worry about anything. So just go there, speak on a topic or something, so that it is good for your personal growth as well. So you can do this bi-weekly. So yeah, I mean, these are the 4 things that you can do as a continuous growth, and something which is very important even if you're not doing or pursuing data analyst profile roles, right? So in a nutshell, I would say just get to know the skills that you need to know. For example, Power BI or Excel or SQL, Python, or whatever you feel you have inclination towards. Just comment below. I can suggest you the complementary skills for that. Once you're done with your skills, improve your resume, improve your LinkedIn profile, Also for that, there are new videos. You can check that, and you can just connect with me on the LinkedIn. I can suggest you for that. Once you're done with your LinkedIn and once you're done with your resume, just shoot your resume to the recruiters and just connect with them and try to make multiple resumes, different resumes. But for beginners, you might have one resume for all of them. Just try to connect with them. Hey, I'm this and this, and try to connect with recruiters and talk to them. What are the needs of them? And you can, customize and learn more about it. So yeah, I mean, just try to follow and stick to this approach, and definitely in a month or so, you might or should get a job regarding that. So there is no shortcut. Just learn, learn, and learn. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any questions, just comment below or connect with me on LinkedIn. I can help you with your first job.